we've got a very interesting quote from LeBron James after All-Star Weekend. He says that his playoff intensity, it has been activated a little bit earlier than he normally would. Because the Lakers, they're currently 10th in the Western Conference. They've got to make the playoffs, so he's got to turn up the heat. Now, this is actually bad. This quote is bad for him when he starts talking about himself being the GOAT, because he's admitting that he doesn't always give his effort. That's why he doesn't have a Defensive Player of the Year award. That's why he doesn't have as many scoring titles, because he's just kind of cruising through the regular season. But what really hurts him is the fact that if he's cruising in the regular season, he's saving that gas in the tank for the postseason, then why hasn't he won more in the finals? Why does he have that losing record in the finals if he's saving everything for those moments? That's very interesting. Because when you look at Michael Jordan, for instance, he always played with that intensity. He gave that effort offensively and defensively all season long, unlike LeBron. But this is a conversation to have in another video. But the Lakers should be able to make the playoffs. They have a very easy schedule to end the season. Let's take a look at it right now. Their first game back is actually pretty tough. Tomorrow they're taking on the Rockets. So this is a game that they could potentially lose. It's not a guarantee that they'll lose it. They might be able to win it, but that's a tough game. Then they've got the Pelicans. They should be able to win that game. They've got the Grizzlies. You've got to be able to beat the Grizzlies. Then you got the Pelicans again. So that's 3 easy games. Next up is the Bucks. So that's a tough game. Maybe they'll lose that game, but they could still win it. But that's a tough game. But then they have the Phoenix Suns. They've got the Clippers. You've got to be able to beat the Clippers. Now they've got another tough game after that. They're going to take on the Nuggets. That's a tough one. Maybe they'll lose, but hey, maybe you can win that one. Then they've got the Celtics. Another tough game. But then they've got the Chicago Bulls. And then they've got the Toronto Raptors. Another tough one. But you should be able to win that game. That's a good game. Then they've got the Detroit Pistons. You got to be able to win that game. You've got the New York Knicks. You got to be able to win that game. Now you've got the Bucks again. That's another tough one. But then after that, you have the Brooklyn Nets. You got to be able to beat them up. Then you got the Sacramento Kings. You're competing against the Kings for a playoff spot, so you have to be able to beat the Kings. Then you've got the Washington Wizards. You should be able to win that game. Then you got the Utah Jazz. That one's going to be a little bit tough. Now you've got the Hornets. Then you got the Pelicans again. Another 2 easy wins. Now you've got the Thunder after that. That's a tough game. Then after the Thunder game, you have the Warriors. That's another tough one. But then you have the Clippers, the Jazz, and you end the season taking on the Blazers. So you can see their schedule is very favorable. They have a lot of games they need to just go ahead and win and grab and snag. And the other teams like the Kings and the Clippers, their schedule is a lot more difficult than this. They aren't given this many beauties. They aren't given this many teams that are easy wins. So we'll see what happens. Make your predictions now before it happens. In the comment section, will the Lakers make the playoffs, or will LeBron miss the playoffs for the first time in a long time? The final game, it's going up against Giannis at the point guard position for 12-0. Oh, what? Bang! They need a timeout!